Reading Explorer presents Women in Space. Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode on the channel. Today we will be talking about women in space. So let's get started. So what is Women in Space about? Well, you might know all about the astronauts, now about those Neil Armstrong guys. But however, you might always leave out the women in this role. You might see like women might not be the real good guys, but they pretty much are. Women can happen to a lot of things. They can even be astronauts or cosmologists. Usually they prefer no cosmology, usually. But however they can, okay? They can even be presidents. But no women has been a president for the U.S. yet. No one has ever been a female U.S. president yet. Or if I was female, I would have campaigned for president, and that might give out a change, but I'm not, so I'll have to stick with this. So, who are these women in space? Well, there is a lot of women in space. Some examples are Sally Ride, who was an American, and she was the first American woman to be in space, but she isn't the first woman to be space. The first woman to be in space is this the Soviet Union person called Valentina. Yes, Valentina, that's her name. And Valentina was pretty much the first woman in space. But here's a pretty good fact, though, that makes Sally Ride the winner. Valentina only spent in space for 3 days, while Sally spent in space for 6 days, almost a week. If she went for like another day, she would have broke a record for a week in space. For that time, I guess. And that's how it works, by the way. And then there are other first women, such as Mae Jemison, who was the first African American to be in space, and there's Eileen Collins, who was the first female shuttle pilot. Yes, including all races. She's the first female shuttle pilot. And that's pretty special for a woman, by the way. These were all the first people for women. And how are we gonna categorize more women? Well, if we ever restart this program and continue this program again, we might even get more women's firsts. But for now, we're stuck on Earth, and because of the pandemic, we can't even restart. We can't even continue the project. So I guess this is where I'll end this episode, since this is usually when I end the episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Please tell me if I left out a few parts of Women in Space. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next episode from Han out. Peace.